I'm the MMA guy. Today we're doing a recap for Royval versus Kape UFC Fight Night, the last fight night of the year, and so we have so much content coming for you guys. GOAT videos, like updated GOAT videos, updated top 15 active striker, top 15 active grappler. We got those three for sure coming in the next week, where there won't be any UFC, so we'll do the most to keep you guys entertained with MMA content in the meantime. Might do an early prediction for UFC 324 and then uh, do an official one. I think we could do that this week as well. So expect some cool new content. I think there will be new matchups coming out. We have the Moreno Amabayev that was also called. We had the fight night for I think it was it's Mario Bautista versus Vinicius Oliveira, which is a good fight. Vinicius Oliveira is still undefeated in the UFC. Fighting Mario Bautista, who was on an 8-fight win streak, then lost to Umar in a fight where he didn't do too bad. So it would be nice to see. It's going to be definitely a nice fight. So looking forward to that. Cool stuff coming on from the UFC. Just iffy matchups here and there, but overall going good. So we'll just go over this event. So Manel Kape makes easy work of Brendan Royval. Absolutely insane. Royval was a plus 215 underdog. I was like, dude, this guy's so underrated in this fight. I thought he'd win. I don't remember who I picked in the official prediction, but I came back on my word. I was like, nah, I think Royval's going to get this. And got put to sleep. So, crazy work. Didn't expect that at all. First round. So I think Manel Kape, I think they're going to do Tatsuro Taira the next fight. And to be fair, Moreno has been on a 3-fight win streak. Meanwhile, Brendan Royval is coming off a loss to Joshua Van. So I guess you can do Tatsuro Taira, especially if they're going to do a Japan card. But after that, Manel Kape shouldn't have to fight again to get the next title shot. So he should be immediately right behind in line. There's that. Next, we have Giga versus... Well, yeah, somewhere about the... When I want to fight, I'm going to do the matchups as well. So, Manel Kape, next fight should be for the title against Joshua Van or Tatsuro Taira. I assume Tatsuro Taira. And I think Manel Kape versus Tatsuro Taira is a phenomenal fight. Two guys who absolutely were the cream of the crop where they fight. You know, I think Manel Kape, this is... The way that he showed up in this fight, he should low-key get a pound-for-pound ranking, maybe number 15th or something. That was Brendan Royval, who went tooth and nail with the actual champ. In a very stacked division, Moreno had beaten Tyron Moreno. This is insane. So Manel Kape, I want to see him fight for the belt. Brendan Royval, I want to see him fight. Do a Moreno versus Amabayev loser since he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Do that. And, if he wins that, then that's good. Then he's back. If he loses that, then it's no good. But Brendan Royval has been giving us firework and stuff. So it's not like we can't turn on him like that. You can't just turn on a guy like who's been accepting matchups against. He's like in that Urseg type of situation. His last 4 opponents were Moreno, Taira, Van, and Kape. Just let that sink in. Oh, and before that it was Pantoja. So his last 5 opponents, it's like, dude, give him a break. Next we have Giga versus Kevin Vallejos. Phenomenal performance by Kevin Vallejos. In the first round, I was like, damn, he's not doing much. Put him away with the spinning back fist, and then the ground and pound was super quick. He was so vicious with it. Phenomenal fight, showed good power against a very tricky customer in Giga Chikadze. I think he's going to have a lot more success against some of the other featherweights. Awful call out by Kevin Vallejos. Like a minus 1,000 charisma point. I feel like, what the fuck kind of call out is that? Oh yeah, I just hit a number 15. I'm gonna call out someone outside the rankings. But at the same time, he's 23, so I understand if you want to take his career more chill. It's just dude, you're in the rankings. Fight another rank guy. What are you doing? So I hope that Cub Swanson fight doesn't happen, and the UFC's like, hey, bro, you're in the rankings now. You're not fighting fucking a guy, a journeyman, okay? You're fighting top level guys, and that's that. I think you can do Kevin Vallejos versus David Onama next. I think that's a good fight. It's not much above in the ranking because you don't want to propel Kevin Vallejos in the rankings too quickly since he's only 23 years old. So yeah, I think David Onama was ranked number 13, another spot, and then you give him like a top 10 opponent, like lower top 10 opponent in the division. So yeah, I would go David Onama next. I think he's gonna absolutely flatline him. Giga Chikadze on a 3-fight losing streak just got KO'd. I think it's time to pack it up, buddy. Honestly, no one thought Giga was gonna win this. Giga's always tricky. But then he gets caught or he gasses out or he's not. He's tricky, but he's not good at winning fights. That's the problem. And he's only getting older. He's a big frame for the division. His cuts are only going to get harder. I think he needs to retire. So yeah, those are the matchups. Next, Cesar Almeida versus Cesario Lekjachuk. Dude, Cesar Almeida, what a disappointment. How do you get wrestle fuck like that? You're a world champion kickboxer. You were a world champion kickboxer years ago. All you should be working on right now is your takedown defense. To get taken down by a UFC debutant like that and beaten up like to the point where it wasn't all that competitive. Like look at the amount of strikes. Pretty much no significant strikes. Cesario Lekjachuk didn't look like a world beater at all or anything. So very disappointed in Cesar Almeida. I had money on him as an underdog. I was like, dude, this guy's going to make quick work of him. I guess not. Cesar Almeida, what do I see next for him? Dude, put him in striking fights. And never, ever try to make him a contender. This guy is a journeyman. He's a guy with a good striking skill set who can't fight anti-grapplers. Who can't fight grappler, has zero anti-grappling. Cesario Lekjachuk, make him fight someone with good takedown defense. That was a boring, terrible fight. So, Cesario Lekjachuk, fight someone with takedown defense. Make him work for his next fight, Make him fight someone. Who can you match him at 185 with good takedown defense outside the rankings? Dude, make him fight a boost Magomedov. Someone. I feel like Cesar Almeida's he's not highly ranked, but he's winning. He won a lot of his UFC fight. He has a winning UFC record. It's not like he's a bottom of the barrel 85er. Look, he was on a 2-fight win streak, against bottom of the barrel. And he lost a split decision to Kopylov, and he beat this guy, Dylan Budka, who's terrible. He's beaten absolutely bottom of the barrel. Guys, make him fight with Zachary Reese. I think that's the fight. And for Cesario Lekjachuk, yeah, like I was saying, Abus Magomedov, a guy like that. Maybe that's too high of a level, though. Make him fight Mario Pinto? No, not Mario Pinto. The Mario guy got KO'd by Christian Leroy Duncan. That guy. Make him fight Mario. That guy. Another Brazilian fighter. Next up, Melquizael Acosta, who absolutely flatlined Morgan Cherrier, who's a very good opponent. Never been flatlined before, never been KO'd even. Phenomenal performance by Melquizael Acosta. Look at this record, guys. Look at this record this year. He's beaten Morgan Cherrier, beaten Julian Rosa coming off a win. He's beaten Christian Rodriguez. He's beaten Andre Fili by first round submission. He's beaten Noirdan Biek. He's lost to Steve Garcia 5 fights ago. Melquizael Acosta at 45. This guy needs a ranking fight. So, matter of fact, if Kevin Vallejos doesn't want to fight against a top 15 opponent, make him defend his 15th spot. Oh yeah, you don't want to fight against these These guys who are at the top, you want to fight Cub Swanson? We're going to send you a little young, hungry guy on a 5-fight win streak who just absolutely flatlined someone 2 fights before you fought. Who's showing that he's an extremely competent fighter. Let's make him fight this guy then. Stop asking for easy fights, you know? Malquisiel Acosta. That's Malquisiel Acosta. That is the fight. So I want to see Malquisiel Acosta fight Kevin Vallejos if he doesn't want to fight. Else, Malquisiel Acosta and you do against David Onama. And you could do Kevin Vallejos if he doesn't want to fight. Kevin Vallejos, if he doesn't want to fight a ranking guy, realistically, you could make him versus Nathaniel Wood. I think that's a fire fight. Two guys who are smaller for the division, phenomenal skill set. Kevin Vallejos just got that pop, though. If he KOs Nathaniel Wood, then it's like, oh, okay, wow. And Melchizedek Acosta should fight David Onama because he should fight for a ranking spot, not the opportunity to get a ranking spot. So, yeah, Melchizedek Acosta, top 15 next. He called for it as well, unlike Kevin Vallejos. Morgan Charrier, you could make him fight Jose Ochoa. Is it Jose Ochoa? The guy that lost to Nathaniel Wood. Look, we're going to figure that out real quick. Jose Delgado. No, it's Delgado, I think. Yeah, it's Delgado. Delgado, exactly. That guy who had a close fight with Nathaniel Wood. He lost to Nathaniel Wood as well pretty easily. You could make him fight Delgado, or that's a fight I see. That's a fight that I find pretty cool. Next, we have Canadian Zechuku versus Marcus Buchecha. Dude, that fight. I think Canadian Zechuku won off damage, but whatever. He didn't look good at all. They both didn't look good. I'm thinking it's good that they were fighting on the undercard of an Apex. I don't want to talk about this fight much. I don't have matchups for them. Bottom of the barrel UFC heavyweights. King Green versus Len Gibson Jr. King Green, man, coming off easy win. Len Gibson Jr. absolutely horrible, far from UFC caliber. He's Canadian. I'm Canadian. And so as a Canadian, UFC, please cut this guy. We don't want to see none of those kind of fighters fight. Especially at catchweight like that. Oh yeah, man, I can't make it against Bobby Green. I can't make weight. I'm a couple days early. But instead of trying to chin check him, I'm just going to run around. Like these fighters that like reset and they go backward and they wait for you to engage with them. Those are NPC fighters. Lance Gibson Jr. is a prime NPC fighter. Get this guy off the rankings. I don't even think PFL should sign him. This guy is awful. I don't see how this guy would beat a guy like Michael Dufort on the regional scene in like a Canadian local regional MMA scene, you know. I don't see him beating. There's so many guys I don't see him beating. So, yeah, King Green, I don't want him to fight again, dude. That guy's hold, he fought a King Green victim. He fought a guy who was perfect to be a victim for him, but realistically, most of the time he's going to lose against guys who are remotely good. He fought the worst fighter that's ever been signed to the UFC after CM Punk, so that's why. It looked okay. Next, we have Joe Anderson Brito versus Isaac Thompson. For Joe Anderson Brito, okay. Yeah, shout out Joe Anderson Brito. I kind of like him, but we've seen him get beat the last few times. He used to look like he was on a 2-fight losing streak. Before that, he was on a tier. Yeah, that guy was an absolute tier. So he lost to Chris Algio, but before that, after that, beat Philly, beat Alexander, which is not good. He beat Wilson, who's terrible as well. Beat Jonathan Pierce, who's pretty okay. Beat Jack Shore, who's very bad. Lost 2 fights, and now he's beaten another guy who took the fight on short notice. I think we need more opposition for Joe Anderson Brito. He's at featherweight. If Giga wants to keep fighting, make the Giga fight happen. And, yeah, that's That could be it. Next we have Yaroslav Amosov, who Anaconda choked Neil Magny, has 6 career Anaconda. Isaac Thompson, I don't have a matchup. I want to see next for him I can think of, so whatever is next. Neil Magny against Yaroslav Amosov. So Yaroslav Amosov, he just beat Neil Magny. He should fight for a ranking spot next. The way that he beat him, I think you can make the... Or you can make like a Randy Brown fight happen. I think that could be a good fight for him. Yaroslav Amosov versus Randy Brown. Let's make that happen. Randy Brown's like was fighting for a ranking spot, got starched, so that would put him above. And then he's also just one fight deep into the UFC. He's not old, so I think yeah, make him fight Randy Brown and then for a ranking spot. Or you could also make the Daniel D-Rod fight happen. D-Rod is number 15th ranked, so that could work as well. Next, Steve Aspelon versus Sean Sherratt. Shouts. Oh, and Neil Magny. I don't really have a matchup for Neil Magny at this point. It's like he's fighting whoever. Sean Sherratt versus Steve Aspelon. So Aspelon with a KO. This guy used to be 525 pounds. That's insane. Now he looks, well, like this because of it. But hey, he's getting KOs, so that's very good stuff. Shout out to him. Who do I want to see him fight next? Make a fight with like Jonathan Denise. This guy's KOing people. Jonathan Denise, a good striker. That would make for a good scrap. Sean Sharaf, I don't have a matchup for him. Next, Luana Santos beat Melissa Crowden, who had a KO in her debut, so that's pretty impressive. Luana Santos should fight for a ranking spot next, I think. And Melissa Crowden just, go back up. I have no clue about the WMMA landscape, so I don't have much of a thought here. Alan Fry Jr. versus Guilherme Pat. That one was won by Guilherme Pat. I haven't seen that fight, I'm not going to lie, guys, but that's good. I think those two are prospect. I've never seen them before. But they have a picture because it's past the event, so that's good. Shout out to this guy. Won a decision at heavyweight, so that's pretty interesting. Apparently, Alan Fry Jr., I've seen on Reddit, he has a crazy chin. A lot more significant strike there, so good volume for heavyweight. I don't know how that fight looked, but we'll keep an eye on Guilherme Pat. And then the first fight of the night, Jamie Lynn Ort holding it down for Canada with a TKO in round 1 as a WMMA flyweight. That's impressive. So shout out Jamie Lynn Ort. We're looking forward to what you have next. I don't have matchups for the ladies, unfortunately. So that is it. How did we do on picks? I picked Royval. I picked Vallejo. So I'm 1-1. 1-2. I think I picked Cherrier. 1-3. I shouldn't have. 1-3. I picked this. So I'm not going to... 1-3. I definitely didn't pick Bobby Green. But I don't think he was... Yeah, I think that was a short notice, so I'm not going to count it. 1-3. I definitely picked Joe Anderson Brito to win his fight. So 2-3. 3-3. No, I don't really know, honestly. I haven't done good on this card. I've done horrible. And on the betting side of things, I've done horrible. I had money on Royval. I had money on Almeida. I had money on this guy just as a, I don't believe in King Green's ability to win a fight instead of believing in this guy's ability, and I'm pissed off about that because that was awful. Bet the under 2.5 on this one, so I got this, and what else did I bet on? I don't remember, but it didn't go good for me, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and until next time. Got a lot of heat cooking, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel.